Good evening, watchers, and welcome to Clan Town, and welcome to a film review tonight. Welcome to a review today. I watched it last night. I was thinking tonight, I did, but I watched it last night. This film, but I was playing a game and I wanted to do a review. Then I did a review, but then I just didn't feel happy with it. It was horrible. I just felt as if I was just randomly saying some random stuff. Oh, she's nice. She's nice. I was just like, yeah. I was like, I couldn't figure that. I couldn't even think straight. So I was watching Terrifier 2 last night. Wow, last night was nuts. This film is 2 hours 18 minutes, so it's a long movie actually. Not complaining, of course. So it's a 2022 American slasher film, written and directed by, edited by, produced by Damien Leon. A sequel to Terrifier 2016. And it is the third feature-length film to feature Art the Clown. It features the return of David Howard Thornton, Samantha Scafidi, who portrayed Art the Clown, Victoria Hayes in the first film, and stars Lauren hang on, Samantha Scafidi, who is hang on, that's weird. Okay, well, it stars Lauren Vera, Ellie Fulham, Sarah Volt, Kaylee Hyman, and Casey Harnett. The plot follows Art's resurrection and pursuit of teenager Sienna Shaw, and her younger brother Jonathan on Halloween night, a year after the events of the first film. So, starring, I said all that, didn't I? So the film was 138-minute film, budget of $250,000 and it made a box office of 15.1 million. That's not bad. That's not bad. It made a lot back. This film was a lot more ambitious than the first one. That is longer, more brutal. The first one was brutal, but this one like. So the plot is okay. After being resurrected by the unknown entity following the Miles County massacre, Art the Clown brutally murders and the coroner investigates his body with a hammer. Goes into the laundromat to clean his blood-soaked garments, where he encounters a little pale girl. The little pale, a mysterious entity is a similar clown at her. A lone patron sees Art interact with the girl, who is invincible to him before being killed by Art. A year later, teenager Sienna Shaw. Yeah, she's an interesting looking girl. Yeah, especially in that Wonder Woman outfit she wears. Like, I wasn't interested. Puts the finishing touches on a Halloween costume with Angel Warrior that design. Yeah, she does these like designs and stuff like in a bedroom. And it's like really cool actually. Especially that Wonder Woman type of ad with their wings. Very nice indeed. Designed by her father, who recently passed away after a brain tumor. Sienna's, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sienna, whatever. Brother Jonathan wants to dress as Art the Halloween for Halloween, and becomes fixated on it since discovering the sketches of him and his victim after the Miles County massacre. In his father's sketchbook that night, Sienna has a nightmare where she encounters awakens to a fight on a dresser. She destroys the wings that were just needed for her costume, while a sword that was left gifted to her when my father unscathed. On Halloween, Jonathan sees the little pale girl at school playing with a dead opossum, where Sienna has a panic attack when she sees her friends Ali and Brooke discuss Victoria Hayes' meltdown and mutilation of controversial talk show host Monica Brown. Sienna and Ali go to the costume shop to buy a replacement pair of wings, where the counter Art kills the shop vendor and later breaks into Ali's home, where he brutally maims her. Ali's mother is killed, where she discovers her daughter still living. That scene was screwed up. I mean, okay, so Sienna, I don't like her actually. It's nice. This film is great actually. How to see how. This is it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there's a girl called Sienna Sienna, man. Oh my god, on that outfit. She has these like she does these designs right, and they have this sketchbook of these like killers and stuff right. And her father had them before he died. At the beginning of the film, like you see the just after that coroner who was like in that room, and then Art the Khan gets resurrected, kills he does so to his face like he always does. He has this habit of doing things to people's faces, eats it or slices that. It's like he literally like mutilates people. He either mutilates them or kills them, or both. This film was nasty, really. I'm sitting there going, Jesus Christ. So anyway, fingers brother. No. Let's just get to the part where the coroner get at the beginning of the film. You see the coroner like holding his face and trying to phone the Art the kind of looks even more sinister than this. And of course, he kills the coroner. I won't say how it's just got some nasty. It's gonna have some spoilers, so whatever. Does it to the coroner, of course, and of course, it could be destroys the coroner. Actually, destroys him. Does some really nasty things to it. I mean, nasty. He doesn't just kill him. He literally slices and he's like a complete psychotic clown. And I really enjoy it though. It's like a really nasty movie. But the film at the beginning, the film in itself has a kind of like certain 80s vibe to it when you have the music. It kind of has that Stranger Things music. I don't know. It's like it's got some cool music to it. With the red writing and stuff, and the it has that kind of like 80s vibe, and it's good. I like the anyway. So you meet this young woman in it, young girl, Sienna. So it's a young woman anyway. So creates these like his wings and stuff, of course. I'm trying to remember what happened now because I watched it last night. Like sometimes I like to do a review just after I've watched it, but sometimes when you've had a sleep all night, it's like you just kind of go, oh wow. So anyway, they live with their mother, right? And of course, there's always arguments. It's like arguments all the time with there's always like this, that, and the other. Thing is, they're a bit worried about their son. Her mother's worried about, and her sister's worried about his brother because she thinks that he's acting a bit weird because he wants to dress as a clown for Halloween, and he wants to dress as Art the Clown. And it's like, why? I mean, yeah, I suppose people dress as Freddy Krueger or whatever. It's a cool character, but this is meant to be put in the real world. So anyway, I like to put this part of the film where she has this weird, creepy dream where she's like watching TV, right, and she falls asleep. The next minute, she's in that advert. It's like an advert, so I don't know. And then Art the Clown's in, and he's like, he's acting all smiling and stuff, and does all that. And then some weird, like, so he's shooting everyone. Everyone's like. And next minute, she pulls like a sword, and then she protects herself against it because he uses his flamethrower thing, and he protects her. Then next minute, Angel Wings, it's top's on fire, and the mum blames her for the thing because she thinks that it was the candles and stuff, and she says it was it. I don't know what the hell happened. It was weird, and the film kind of goes a bit balls to the literally like the first one was more about how this one kind of has this kind of like I can't explain it. It's like it's weird. It has this like. Oh, I can't even explain it. I can't. It's hard to explain, but yeah. She becomes. Let's just say she becomes Wonder Woman. That cool outfit, that awesome outfit. She looks great, by the way. She looks great, especially when she's having a shower. Awesome, nice. So anyway, she's like puts the Wonder Woman the outfit on. I'm like, oh boy. There's like part where she goes to this party, right? She goes and her friend puts some stuff in her drink, man. She's acting all kind of like. I don't know, there is a scene in this film where you kind of went, oh, this is getting kind of interesting. Okay, this is getting a bit fruity. This is not what I expected, but nothing happens to go. I mean, you kind of wish it would. It was like, oh, this is kind of getting interesting. The film definitely has that kind of 80s vibe to it, and I liked it. So she starts seeing this, like, girl, and it's like, you're going a bit crazy. This, like, girl with this, like, it looks a bit Art the Clown a little bit, but... And it turns out she's in a picture in one of the photos in the sketchbook. Her dad catches, like, he has these drawings and he has these like photos, these like newspaper clippings, and he has this like the little girl who got killed a while back, whatever. And of course, it turned to be that girl, and not the clown. Looks a bit like a clown. She's got this creepy smile because she turns up in the laundrette in the beginning of the film where he washes because he kills the thing at coroner, and then he washes his clothes, and she turns up there and she does so. It's really nasty actually. She's like. and it's nasty. He's like that. The clown's like, what the hell? He's just doing this creepy ass smile. He's like, she's doing this creepy smile. It's creeper. And this guy's sitting there sleeping, right? And he wakes up and he sees Art the Clown. Like, he gets all like kind of naked. He gets naked and he's like washing. I'm not. It's nasty. It's just creeper. Seeing Art the Clown naked. It's yeah, weird. So anyway, he gets killed by then. Anyway, so there's like there's another friend that she's friends with, figure, Sienna, whatever. Sienna Mirror, Sienna. Anyway, so anyway, it's Halloween and these people are trick or treating, right? The next minute, these kids come round to this woman's house and she's like, "Oh, how are they trick? I don't, you know." And then she shuts the door. Next minute, there's another knock. There's like a van outside. You see a van outside. It turns out to be Art the Clown's van. He's waiting outside. So anyway, knock. Art the Clown opens the door, and she's like, "Oh, that's creepy," you know. And she's like, "He won't go away." He knocks on the door again, and she says, "If you go away, if I give you sweets, right, will you go away?" He goes, "Yeah." I don't think so. Well, he does actually eventually, but she throws the sweets out. He opens the bag, and it's like weapons and stuff, like all this weird stuff, like not normal. She opens up, and Art the Clown's like staring at her, and she shuts the door and walks off. She looks through the window and she walks off. But then later on in the film, he comes back because she hears like this. She's doing something like ready to go out. Anyway, she's about to go off, and she hears this like noise. She goes out the door, but then the phone goes off. She goes downstairs, and the back thing is broken in, and then Art the Clown's there with his bag and stuff, and she's like worrying. And that's when she runs away. She goes upstairs, and Art the Clown follows her, and then oh my god, the film gets really violent. It tortures her and brutally slices and dices her, and then the film gets nasty. She's on her bed and he starts biting her fingers, like cutting her hand off and ripping it. Oh my god, the film gets violent and he mutilates her. And then her mum turns up. Stuff that he does to her, it's nasty. But her mum turns up, then her mum's like screaming, you know. And the worst thing about it is she's still alive, you know. Her face is mutilated, but she's still alive. And then later on, after that, these girls pop up trick or treating. The next minute, Art the Clown stand there with her head on, like, Jesus, all these sweets in her head. And Jesus Christ, it's nasty and everything. They think it's a prop, you know. It's like, you know, fake and stuff like that. It's like, Jesus Christ, it's nasty. It ain't a nasty film, but I enjoyed it because it shows how sinister and sadistic this guy is. He makes Freddy Krueger look like freaking one of the kids. He's like, you know, nasty. I love Freddy Krueger, by the way, but even Freddy Krueger, but like, this is way too twisted. I mean, Freddy Krueger's nasty, but God. This guy makes him a little bit tame, you know. Even Jason Voorhees be like, I'm out of this. This is way too much, you know. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. So yeah, really interesting movie. Really freaking brutal. And of course, Art the Clown anyway. So he turns up at Finger's school, brother Jonathan's school, and he's playing with this possum, not a possum, he got these little things, finger animals. And he's like with a little girl, and he throws the possum at the kid, and he's got like, you know, stuff on him. And of course, he gets blamed for it, and his mum blames him. Of course, he says, "Oh, what the hell?" And he's even the kids explain and says, "It wasn't me. It was that blooming clown, and it's like a little girl with him and stuff." And they won't blame him, of course. But of course, later on in the film, his mother has a falling out with her son, you know, and she rips the book up, the sketchbook. And of course, yeah, that was the last time he actually sees her. And then something happens after that where something happens to the car, and like, you know, it's like, and he puts the B word on the car, and she thinks she thinks it's the son doing that, and it turns out it's a bit of a twist. It wasn't. It was a bit. Let's say it's a bit of a twist out who it was. She phones up Finger, who's a bit high now or something, like drugs or whatever, or drinking whatever. And she says that she was like, he wouldn't do that. And then she's laughing about after she, but maybe he did, I don't know. So who knows? So anyway, she starts cleaning the car, and Art the Clown, you know, she's like, then she cleans the window, and Art the Clown's in the car. It's like, geez, and he blows, oh my god. And then Finger turns up later on in the house, Jonathan, where his mum's sitting there. she's got her head blown. It's just, oh man, he starts getting this food on and starts putting her. Oh my god, yeah, you see out the clan, her mum's there, and he's just sitting that creepy smile. He's always got that smile, it's just creepy. I remember that first film I watched, I went, Jesus Christ, that guy's scary. People are scared of clowns, ain't gonna like this film, that's for sure. So yeah, they should do a prequel where you actually see him before he became that clown, like a car, like where he's normal at first and then so what happens. I'd be interested in that prequel. Art the Can, or call him something else. Or call him Art. His name was Art. But maybe I'd like a name that's connected to art or something. I don't know. Maybe his name was Art. You know, Art something. Art John Art Stevenson or something. I don't know. So anyway, what happens is that he drugs the kid. Art kind of drugs the kid, and he takes him to the fun fair. What was it? The fun fair. The fun fair, whatever. So the fun fair, whatever. And then the next minute, the young girl was with her friends in the car, and then his friends up. But you can hear his voice, her brother's voice on the box, and it turns out to be the girl talking. It's like she's like, go to the fun fair, whatever. The fair, whatever, the fair, and I'll be there, you know. Someone didn't quite feel. She said someone didn't quite feel right. Turns up as a little girl, and he's drugged, and he's like, so they end up there, right? And of course, she goes in alone, which is stupid. And of course, Finger's got the sword, the finger sword that her dad did. Of course, the sword has a power to it. I was like, what? That's crazy. Not in a bad way. It's actually fun. And they're both making out in the car, taking like going on coke or whatever, and of course this scene was nasty. Anyway, he goes for a wee ride, he goes outside, and then the clown police attacks him. Let's just say he cuts down below. Cuts down below. It's like, oh my god, he ain't gonna survive that. And then he chases after the young woman in it, her friend, and he does it to her. So yeah, does some quite nasty things to her too, throwing acid in her face and stuff, and just bashes her in and pulls her heart out and stuff. It's just nasty. Of course, Finger's on her own now. She's looking for her brother, and her brother is like still alive, of course, lucky enough. And of course, that's when Art the Clown starts going after them again. And yeah, then they have a fight. The young woman has a fight with Art the Clown, and he throws her through this like finger, and there's like this hole, and then she can hear something like that. Then Art the Clown goes down, and throws her in it, drops the sword. No, she stabs her with the sword and drops her in it. And then she's in this like escape thing, water thing, you know, like when the magician's like trying to escape in those water tank things. She's in one of them, and you always sees like people outside, like, you know, in the dream sequence. She sees that, and yeah, I was sitting there going, and the next one, the sword freaking like does like weird stuff, like it's like glows and stuff, and it heals her, and then she becomes like Wonder Woman. It's like crazy. I was sitting there going, wow, this film's gone completely different, you know. It's gone from a straightforward slash film in the first one to a like superhero versus clown movie, you know, Wonder Woman versus Art the Clown. It's actually pretty enjoyable. I thought it was fun, violent, but you got like the darkness and the lightness, like a light at the same time. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was brutal. Is it is it a family movie? Definitely not. Definitely not. It's definitely not a fun. It's like this film is it's like a film that would have got banned in the 80s, you know, or the 70s. But yeah, I really liked it though. Anyways, there's that part with the. Oh man, nasty. Oh. The film's got some great special effects too, great practical effects. Full budget that. 250,000, that's not bad. And you think, wow, you know, the budget, the effects are good too, the practical effects, and the very good, very good. There's no like high budget stuff in it, but it's really well done for its budget. It's really well done. There's no like blue screen stuff or green screen. I don't know, but not that I know of anyway. Doesn't look like it anyway. Certain films, I think green screen, definitely. This one you didn't see that. It felt genuine, like real good classic kind of 80s horror film, which I liked a bit more though. And so yeah, really like the last part was good where she glows and her finger and she starts having and she's she kills freaking Art the Clown. So yeah, you think he's dead, but then there's like a twist where. So anyway, she killed. So what happens with Art the Clown? He gets his head chopped off, whatever, and of course the girl takes the head, and she does something like she's doing that like it's talking to him. And I'm like, oh god, here we go. And this part gets weird. You end up at the asylum, and then you see Chris Jericho from wrestling or AEW. Chris Jericho is there, and he's like, his that is always food and stuff like that. Looks like guts and stuff like that, but it's not. It's like sugary stuff and stuff like that. Then you see the girl from the first film, and she's like, doing some weird stuff, like she's pregnant and stuff. It's really, I don't understand that bit at all. I couldn't understand that bit, the pregnant part. That was really baffling. That scene was. I was a little bit baffled by it. At the same time, I was like, wow, this is interesting. Cool but creepy. Very, very gross at the same time. Because she's like giving birth to something like. It's nasty. Next minute, one of the people that work there opens the door and she's like, and she's holding the head of Art the Clown. It's like, Jesus Christ. Look at this. There's a few spoilers in this, but whatever. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, it was nasty, that part at the end. Oh my god, like, Art the Clown's head is there, and that means he's still like. I think he's unkillable now because somehow he got brought back to life somehow. So yeah, really good film. The end part was good. It was just nasty. I say, really nasty film there. But the film actually did really well. Actually, I mean, the scenes I like it. Even so, yeah. So what I disliked about it. No lesbian scene in there, which was disappointing. But anyway, so what I liked about it. So nothing I really disliked about that, obvious thing. Okay, what I didn't like, what I liked about it, I liked the music. There's a kind of 80s vibes at the beginning of the part. It's great, the music. The music's great too, and it's got some good music too. Decent performance too by the cast, really decent. Good characters that you like. Art the Clown's fantastic in it, of course. And it's complete sinisterness, sinister, sadistic, nasty, horrible. Really great character. It's a good character though, it really is. Like I said, he'll make Jason Voorhees kind of go, you know what, rethink his life. He'll go, you know what, all this murder and killing and stuff is not for me, He'll do that. That's how bad, it's how nasty it is. I mean, Art the Clown is like merciless. He doesn't show any mercy. Unless he mutilates and that's it and just lose them. But yeah. Yeah, especially when he has that weapon. It's like a... Oh, what? It's got like things stuck to it, like you see it there, and it just beats the shoe out of this our friend now, and he put right in his chest and stuff, and pulls the heart and stuff. It's just nasty. That thing was nasty. Where it was. He tortures. He uses this like whip thing. He just tortures a kid in it. He tortures you. And then I like the part where it's just it jumps in and just protects. Alright. It starts to piss her off more than anything. Like, it actually pisses her off. She starts to get pissed off in it after a while. I like a bull, I like her character because she starts to get like show more strength in the movie. The more the film goes on, the more she kind of starts to show more strength in the character. Especially when it comes to Wonder Woman going against Art the Clown. It's great. Really enjoyed it. It's definitely also disturbing. Yeah, it's got some horror creators clown. Yeah. It was nasty. I mean, the last part was great, I thought it was really interesting, really good ending too, by the way. Really good ending, I thought it was really good. April's 4 sequel. I know they're making a sequel, I'm pretty sure of it, because the film did really well at the box office. Yeah! So yeah, I was sitting there going, gee, this film was nasty. The certain parts was like, it did make me a little bit go, oh boy. But yeah, I enjoyed it though, it was just nasty, but yeah. I was watching a film called Ambulance last night before that, and it was like completely different action, Michael Bay. Then I watched this; it's a completely different film altogether. So yeah, awesome. So the rate I'm going to give this film is okay. So I like the acting, I like the character, I like the performance, I like the music, I like part. It's another part of the film I forgot to mention, but she goes into this like place with these clothes, costume, like you go to the costume shop. And of course, she sees Art the Clown there, and he's like, he goes in, he's like as normal. He goes in, he's just standing there watching her. He's like, what? And then she's like, And then she's like standing near the desk with the shop person it was, and the staff member, and he's just sitting there going, you know, she's like trying to find a card for to pay for the item that she's. And like the clown's just sitting there, bloody, you know, like kind of taunt her and stuff like, you know, that thing, you know that. So and the thing is just that you better leave, mate. You better leave, you know. So she leaves, and you're back to thinking he's gonna follow her, but then he locks the door of the shop, and he goes back to, you know, he wants to buy this, and then he kills the staff member, the person behind the thing. And yeah, that scene was nasty. He completely tortures him too. It's like just mutilates him, and then he cuts his head off after. So he's like, this guy's. And then the next minute he's standing there with the head, and then these people like, he's just killing his mother standing outside. He's like, oh, that looks so good, you know. It's really nasty. He does things in plain sight, you know, like as if like, it looks all fake and stuff, and it's just nasty. Yeah, the character's nasty. Yeah, so the rate I'm going to give this film, I was going to give it a 4 out of 5, but I think I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. I really liked it. I like the music. I like the performances. I like the characters. There wasn't one annoying character, and it was filmed as a straightforward horror film with a bit more violence and disturbing moments in it. Like, you know, you expect from these type of movies, but this guy is a complete sinister, psychotic character. He's not a nice guy, that's for sure. There's no redeeming qualities about him. Some certain villains can have a redeem. You think this guy can be redeemed, you know, redemption and stuff. This guy can't at all. With Jason Voorhees, there's always like a kind of like, maybe there's redeeming factors about it. Maybe it can be redemption and stuff like that. But especially Freddy versus Jason. But even not even, I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the characters that could be redemption and stuff like that. So something like characters like that. But this guy cannot be. There's no redemption for this guy at all. So yeah. So 4 out of 5 for Terrifier 2. Great film. Great film. And that chick in that outfit, very nice. So whenever people want to go off and off a bit, remember to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day, have a nice week. Take care of yourself and enjoy my video. Like I said, I tried to do this last night. I felt like a zombie. I was like, oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't even, you know, I wanted to get it out of the way and quickly, but I was struggling. So I'm struggling here. When you go off and off a bit, remember to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day, have a nice week. Take care of yourself and enjoy my videos. And if you haven't seen any creepy clowns, get rid of it or call the police and whatever. So I'm going to go off and off a bit. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Have a nice day, have a nice week. Take a look at ourselves and enjoy my video. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.